Okay, so if you're someone who wants to study or thinking about becoming an interior designer, you need to watch this video. So in today's video, I'm going to be completely transparent with you and share my experience working as an interior designer and things you should know before you make your choice. So, interior design is not going to be for everyone if you're thinking about getting rich. So, if your dream is to become rich, forget about it. Interior design is not going to be the career for you where you make loads of money. I'm going to spill the tea already, but your salary is not going to be great, especially when you're just starting out in your early career. I know that generally in London, if you're entry level just graduated, you will probably get paid around 22 to 26k. This will depend on which city or country you live in. So for example, if you're an interior designer at the small practice, for example like an independent studio, you will more or less get paid less than an interior designer who works in a bigger company and has a commercial project. As you have more exposures and experience, your salary will definitely increase over the years. But I do think there is a limit to how much you can earn as an interior designer working for a company, unless you work for your own business or work as a freelancer. Design is subjective, and that's why it is not reasonable to expect the client to like the same thing as you do. Especially if you work for a design company, you would work under a company's brand, and the client must have hired for their project for the company's expertise, so we can't really force our design styles. You may work for many years as an interior designer in a company and never get to actually do a design that is your taste. Okay, that might be too extreme. I'm definitely not saying that's always the case, because the more experience you have, you will start to lead your own project and you can start bringing in your own taste to the project as well. But again, you work in a company, so it will be a collaborative work within your team, but that's okay. As long as we work in a company, we always have to prioritize client's vision and the company's brand identity. So it's also about implementing the client's vision as well. I think until you become independent and have your own personal project, you need to accept the fact that there will be always a constraint for your creative project. So as interior designers become more experienced, the number of the project under their belt gets bigger as well. When you start to work on a multiple project, we start to juggle between project, the suppliers, different clients, and deal with different deadlines while making multiple design decisions. So interior designer must be exceptionally good at multitasking. What I found the big difference between uni and real life working is that when you're at university, you'll probably have one project per semester, and you can focus all your time and energy into one project, managing one project, I guess. But in real world, you'll start to have 3 to 6, obviously depending on what company you work and which sectors of interior design you work with. But for example, I work as an interior designer in workplace design, and we often have like 3 to 6 projects at the same time. So it is definitely a skill to have and prioritize when you have multiple deadlines, but also to manage your team's expectation, your boss expectation, so that you are on time with everything. So interior designers usually work typical working hours, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Having said that, there are definitely occasions where you have to stay long, for example, when we're pitching for a project or you have a competition or you're on a tight deadlines. I've definitely experienced myself where I got a little bit burned out. This definitely depends on the season and how many projects your company have, busy or less busy season, but usually you should be able to finish on time, and if not, that is a skill you need to have as well, to control how much you're capable of doing and also managing the expectation within your team. So I work from the office most of the time because it has more nicer setting than my flat. But a lot of the company nowadays do offer hybrid working where you can work from home like 2 or 3 days a week, and then only you can go to the office maybe a couple days of the week. Interior designer's role can definitely depend on the companies to company, but as a workplace designer in London, I would probably need to go to the office most of the days because I do meet clients, I do go to the site, I do manage the project, so it's better to be on site most of the time. So I hope this gave you an insight of how the interior designer's life looks like. I definitely think it's a cool job that you get involved from the concept development to seeing the actual project coming to reality. And I personally think that interior design has a power to make someone happy. So if you do love interior design, trust your heart and it might be a perfect career for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did like this, there might be some few more videos that you might like. I'll put it over here, but I'll see you on my next one. Bye!